Do you go by Drew?
Yeah, I go by Drew.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's the day been like for you?
Man, emotions been all over the place, excitement, but I really can't explain the true feeling, to be honest with you. Just a lot going on. Feel like I haven't had the time to really sit down and, process everything and really soak in everything, to be honest with you.
What are your impressions being here in the building?
My impression's pretty good. I got to meet a lot of people, new people. I'm going to be around every day, so that's always good. The energy is good around here, so I'm just blessed to be in this environment right now.
Who are some of the people that you met today?
I kind of met some of the people on the staff, equipment managers, just people that work in the building. I feel like that was important for me to kind of make that interaction with them because obviously they're important what they do. So, and obviously I'm gonna be here all the time, so it's kind of cool to kind of see everybody doing their job, kind of meet everybody also.
Have you talked to any players in the last couple hours or couple?
Yeah, a couple of them reached out to me, Coop, Reed, those guys, they reached out to me as soon as I got drafted, so that was kind of cool to hear from those guys.
How familiar are you with the Eagles organization? Growing up in Texas, I think you were in Austin.
I watched growing up. Obviously, I watched football, so I've watched the Eagles play for a long time. But recently, just being in college, I feel like I watched more football than I've ever watched. So I kind of got a good idea what kind of situation I'm walking into. They've already been doing great things, so it's just me coming on, just keeping the trailer on.
You said that part of the reason that you transferred to Texas was to continue your development. So once you finally got into the draft process, going through the combine and all that stuff, what moments showed you that you were ready for that?
You talking about like in the process?
Yeah, like as you were going through NFL evaluations, talking to NFL, what points did you realize those things that I went through?
I feel like my maturity was the main thing. I feel like I matured a lot. My game matured. My knowledge got better. So I feel like I've learned a lot with my time. I've gained a lot of knowledge, the game of football. So just being able to have those conversations with the coaches and being able to kind of, break down film or, answer certain questions that they want to know about or what somebody else is doing. Those sort of things, I feel like, I grew a lot in those areas, and then I was able to show that, during this process.
Have you had time or have you reflected on your journey being born in Zimbabwe, emigrating to the United States as a 9-year-old, and to where you are now? Have you, over the last 24 hours or so?
Nah, not really, to be honest with you. Like I, mentioned earlier, I feel like I haven't really had the time to sit down and kind of wrap my mind around everything that's going on. The feeling I'm feeling right now is surreal. I feel like a dream. So, I feel like as soon as I get that time to actually sit down and soak everything in, I'm gonna have a moment to myself for sure.
What do your parents think about this?
They're excited. They're excited in the new journey. Obviously, they sending this. They excited to see they child doing what he's supposed to be doing at the highest level. So they're just excited. Emotions all over the place, like I said. But they just proud of me, happy for me.
What are your memories of Zimbabwe?
It's always easy to remember the stuff that make you who you are. The stuff that kind of molds you to the person that you are. So the hard times, you can't forget the hard times. That obviously that way it helps you. Become who you are. So, I remember a little bit of that, but I don't really remember much because I was a little younger, but certain things I remember, though.
What were the hard times?
Just trying to find better opportunities overall, a better life. We struggled in some areas, but, I like to credit my parents a lot. I feel like they did a good job of, making sure everybody was good, the family was good, obviously, my siblings as well, so. I like to give a shout out to them because they did what they were supposed to do for sure.
Did you get to talk to Joe Casper, Kristen Parker much today? And what have been your first impressions of those guys?
I got to talk to Joe a little bit. We had some good conversations. We didn't really get to talk much. That's a lot going on right now, but the conversation we had, I felt good about the conversation and everything.
What did it mean to you to have Jade back in Austin last night at your party?
Say that again?
What did it mean to have Jade at your party last night?
No, it meant a lot. I mean, I was at his party that first day, and him from to come to my party the next day. You know, it's kind of cool moment, cool thing to see. I mean, that's my dog, and I've been knowing him for a little while. So, you know, we tight. You know, that's my brother, and it's always good to see somebody support another brother, and just just the love that he shows and the love that's just all around. Get that in return.
The NFL has increased its efforts to make the game international. Is that efforts that you're interested in, working with?
Yeah, eventually, I want to be able to, kind of get that going as well. Just because of who I am, where I'm from, I feel like it's a cool thing to kind of see the game of football expand in different areas. But I mean, if I can get involved, then that'll be something definitely cool, to be a part of for sure.
I know you don't give much thought to being on the smaller size, right? But is there anybody you patterned your game off of, kind of going through the ranks here that you looked up to?
Yeah. I mean, I like to watch guys, typically, that's my body type, body frame. I mean, I can't go watch. I mean, I can watch it, but I can't really do as much as a guy that's 6'3". I like watch guys that's my height, my size, kind of move the same, and just kind of see what they do, and just add it to my game to improve my game, obviously. But being at this level, every little thing you can find to help you, you're gonna need it.
Anybody in particular?
I say a guy like Buda Baker, Brian Branch, those guys that's my size and kind of move how I move a little bit.
You remember the first time you watched football and said, "Wow, that's what I want to do"?
I don't remember the actual first time, but I know after that first time, that's what me and my little brother, always wanted to do, was play football. And once we got the chance, we took advantage of our opportunities and, made the best of it. And now I'm sitting here in front of y'all. So.
How old were you at that point, do you think?
I was like 12 years old, 12.
What did you guys like about the game? Was it the physicality?
I mean, being young, it just seemed fun. Like I was energetic, and I always want to go outside and run around, those sort of things. So just watching the game, it just looked so fun. I feel like people just out there having fun, hitting somebody, running around. Kind of take you back to the days at the park, or the days on the field with your friends, just having fun and running around. So that's that's how we really looked at it. To be honest with you, so I mean, we just wanted to go out there and have fun as well, and then obviously everything unfolded differently.
What did your parents think of your first forays into football, and how immersed are they in the game now? How well do they understand it?
I mean, where I'm from, all we ever known was soccer. So, when we got here, they was kind of slow getting adjusted to, everything that's going on with football, the rules, and, kind of surprised what shoulder pads and a helmet looked like. So those sort of things. But along the way, though, I feel like, me and my brother playing more and kind of seeing where, this game got a chance, to take us and to do it to our life. So, I mean, they got more involved, learned a lot throughout the process, obviously. And I feel like, now they're fully aware, what's really going on, and, this process and how this whole process has been.
You said yesterday you were raised on hook 'em horns. Did you have an NFL team?
Nah, not really. I mean, I was young. I just liked watching football. I didn't really have a particular football, but I mean, being from Texas, you gon' probably run into a lot of those Texas teams. But I mean, other than that, I wouldn't say I had a particular team. I just loved watching football when I was young.
Did you love watching the D-backs in particular? Were the defensive backs, did you like watching them in particular, or was it something that's just
when I was younger?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. When I was younger, I liked having a ball in my hands. I was watching more like running back, quarterback, and receivers. I like to score touchdowns. Wasn't really thinking about DB or safety or anything like that. Yeah.
When did you get put over there, and how did you get put over there?
I mean, I always played defense because I was one of the best athletes on the field, but I just enjoyed scoring touchdowns at the time. But I feel like reality kind of kicked in going into high school, what position I needed to play, what position I feel like I was going to be more successful. And obviously my transition, I played both still, but I felt like I had a bright future, playing that safety position just because how I approached the game, how I played the position. I feel like I was meant to play the position, so that's how really everything happened with the transition.
When you first got to Clemson with Brent Venables, did he show you certain players and to show you the position, and were there players you were modeling yourself after from the very onset?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he showed me a lot of things. I learned a lot of things with my time there. But a guy like I watched a lot of Kayvon Wallace when I got there because I'm obviously a guy that's my size, body type. He was a good player at Clemson, but I mean, I seen a lot when my time at Clemson. I seen different guys come in, and obviously playing under Brent Venables, learned a lot in that process, and I feel like that's what really helped me kind of get to this point because I was exposed to a lot early on. So I mean, he made everything transition from Clemson to Texas pretty smooth. So yeah.
Any knowledge of Brian Dawkins?
Yeah, definitely. They love Brian Dawkins in Clemson. He used to always come by a lot in Clemson. Had a few good conversations with him. But yeah, I mean, I've had a conversation with him, seen him a lot when I was in Clemson. But he good people.
They like him pretty much here. Too.
Yeah, I know they love him here too. I done seen his picture on the wall and everything. I know they love him here.
Yeah. Did you talk to Will and Trotter yet?
Say it again.
Will Shipley and Trotter?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. There was two that also reached out to me as well. I mean, those are the guys I came in my freshman year with at Clemson. Trotter was my roommate, matter of fact, when I got there. So it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to for everything to go full circle and come back. And now I'm going to be in on the same defense with Trotter, on the same team with Will Shipley. So I mean, it's amazing. Kind of already have people that I already know here kind of help me and guide me when I get here to get everything figured out. So.
Yeah, thanks, Drew.
Thank y'all.